We're Paul and Shannon, and these are our dogs, Jackson and Doug. We travel full-time and we love hiking, off-roading, camping, and basically anything that gets us outside. We spent the last month in beautiful Montana exploring all of the surrounding mountains and going on some awesome adventures. Now we've road tripped to Ketchum, Idaho to spend the next month checking out the Sawtooth Mountains. In this video, join us on our very first adventure in this amazing part of Idaho. Hope you enjoy! So we made our way to our new state for this month. This month we're staying in Ketchum, Idaho, and it's our first weekend here. So we decided to drive about an hour north up towards the Sawtooth Mountains. And right now we're at Redfish Lake. It is a beautiful lake, and we're actually at a dog beach. So dogs are allowed to be off leash, run around, play, and I can't imagine that the beach can get better than this. We have incredible views behind us. The water's crystal clear, the sun is shining, so it should be a fun day. We're heading out to go camping tonight, so overall I think it's going to be a really great weekend. This is so nice.
It is so nice.
I don't know how it gets better than this.
True.
Douglas, what do you think about the doggy beach? Too much commotion? What a great way to start the day by finding that dog beach. We've been hanging out there for a couple of hours, getting a little hungry, so we're gonna head around the lake. There's a couple of restaurants, see if we can maybe find a dog-friendly spot for lunch. So we had a slight change of plans. We checked out the lunch options around the lake and they looked okay, but just your pretty basic, you know, grab and go sandwiches and whatnot. So we knew we had to drive through a pretty cool little mountain town called Stanley. So we figured, why not go check out what they have? And we found the perfect place to grab some sandwiches, and we drove around a little bit, and were able to check out this cute little town. And now we are going to go find our campsite for the night. Before heading out on this camping trip, I made sure to do some scouting online to make sure that there was dispersed camping in this area. I came across what looked like probably the best campsite I have ever seen, but we were betting on it being taken. After all, it was a busy weekend and we had already passed tons of people out camping. We still had a little bit of hope though as we made our way up the road, peeking around the corner to see if there was a slight chance we might get lucky.
How exciting. Wow, I can't decide if we should camp here or down there.
I don't know, we should get out and go check it out.
Yeah, we should.
So we saw this campsite on the map titled Mountain View Campsite. So we thought it was gonna be awesome, but figured someone would be here already. It is a Saturday, nobody's here. And we have the craziest view. So I think we're gonna park here, and I don't think we're gonna find a better campsite than this. So I'm gonna show you the view we have from this camp spot. It is pretty insane. I don't think we've had a view like this camping for, I don't know, since at least last summer. It's been a while since we've had a spot this good. It probably doesn't look nearly as amazing on the GoPro camera, but those are the Sawtooth Mountains behind us. They look crazy.
It's a great spot for sure.
Yeah. So we got to camp a little bit earlier than we typically do. We were here at probably 1 o'clock today, so it was really nice that we just got to relax before starting to do all of the camp tasks that we usually need to do as soon as we get to camp, like make the fire, get the rooftop tent ready, get the camp stove out for dinner. So it's super nice that we were just able to kind of take it easy and enjoy our surroundings. And it's about 5 o'clock now, so we've been here for a while, so we're getting the fire ready, we got the rooftop tent ready, and I imagine we'll probably start cooking dinner pretty soon. That's quite the fire pit you've built.
It's gonna be nice and hot for a very cold night.
Yeah, it's gonna be chilly tonight.
Oh yeah.
Probably the nicest fire pit a campground has ever seen. So both of us have to do just a little bit of work, unfortunately, before we really start relaxing for the night. So we're going to set up our Starlink, which I mentioned in the last video. I think it was the last video, maybe the one before that. I got Paul a Starlink for his birthday, which we're both benefiting from, and it's been amazing so far. We've used it a few times and we've been able to get internet, and we have absolutely zero cell service. It's so cool. So we're all finished up with work, and tonight we're having the simplest camp dinner we've ever had aside from takeout. We just have cans of chili to heat up, but we weren't really feeling like we wanted to cook some elaborate dinner tonight. Not that we really ever do that, but that we really wanted to cook it all, so we're just gonna heat up some cozy chili and eat it by our campfire.
What do you think? You think it'll be good?
I think it'll be so good. Nice and cozy. I love chili. Especially by a campfire.
Oh yeah.
How's your chili?
It's really good for being out of a can.
It is really good.
Yeah.
So we're winding down the night now. The sun just went down. We're just enjoying the campfire, and we think we're going to have some pretty crazy stars because there's just such a small town around here, so there's not much light pollution, and it's so clear out now. So we're looking forward to that, but we're just gonna relax, enjoy the night, and we'll see you in the morning.
Here you go, little lady.
We've had a nice relaxing morning at camp. We've really taken our time this morning. It is 11:15, so really took our time this morning, which was nice. And today we are headed out to do an off-road trail, which actually starts right at this campsite. Well, it started a little bit before this campsite, but super nice. We don't have to go anywhere. We're just gonna continue on this road that we were camping on. So we just aired down the tires and we're gonna get on the road. This trail is called the Basin Butte Road, and I think it's maybe 10 miles each way. I could be wrong, but we should have great views of the Sawtooths, and if we're lucky, we might even make it to a lake. So we just made our way up to the Basin Butte Lookout Tower, which was built in 1934, and it was constructed to be a fire lookout tower. So someone would stay up here and keep a lookout for fires. Now they've switched over to using planes and other means to detect fires, so of course nobody's up here anymore. And this fire lookout tower sits at about 8,848 feet, if I'm correct. So we're pretty high up here, and there are 360-degree mountain views. So whoever was up here had a pretty nice view. And it looks like there are also a couple of smaller little buildings, like a little outhouse there. I don't know what that was, but some other small building there too. And then the main lookout tower is right up here. Unfortunately, all of these trees down here are all burnt. I'm not sure when this fire was, but it looks like it was a pretty big fire. Here's one of the buildings that's down here. We can take a peek inside this one. Wow, it looks like that is maybe a bed frame that's still in there. And we have this one over here that is pretty empty. And there's the outhouse with the greatest view of all time. So it took us a little while longer to get here than we expected. That road was pretty rocky and bumpy after we reached the tower. However, we made it to our second and final stop of the day, which is Hindman Lake. This is a lake which feels like it's in the middle of nowhere. You can go fishing here, there's a campsite here, and it's really very beautiful. It's a little chilly down here when the wind blows, so I have my coat on. But it's been a great day exploring and a great weekend overall exploring Idaho. Like I mentioned, we are staying in Ketchum, Idaho this month, but this weekend we were exploring out near Stanley, Idaho and in the Sawtooth Mountains. Absolutely exceeded our expectations. Camping was so beautiful. Definitely one of the top campsites we've ever stayed at. So we are going to make our way back to the Jeep, and we have a pretty long drive back home. So we're gonna go do that. If you're not already, we'd love if you subscribe to our channel and gave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you as always for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.